Abington Friends School called us in based on our work with Morris Arboretum. They were in the process of creating a new garden for the youngest kids in the school, the preschool and pre-K and K, I think pre-K through 1 area of the school. And they wanted something that is rich in open-ended play, and they understood that we understand that, what that term is. So the joy for us was that this is a client that's very clear about what it wants, very clear about its mission, and which made it a really great collaboration. They were really interested in something that was unusual. They didn't want it to be a rocket ship. They didn't want it to be a boat. They were looking for something that established its own sense of place. They shared the ideology that we have that contemporary playground design is pretty bad and limited to piles of plastic. They were interested in the surfaces that the kids come in physical contact with. They were mostly interested in the environment that we created being really open-ended. The other bad thing about typical children's playground equipment is that it tells the child what to do. And we were real interested in, and they shared our feeling about it, creating a play space that the child decides what to do. Some of the criteria that we needed to meet had to do with accessibility. We wanted this thing to be as open and approachable and usable by the broadest range of kids. Clicking through the range of things that kids want to do. Places to dig, places to hide, places to run. There are some particular, not that we have any off-the-shelf ideas, but there are some things that we've done before that we know kids really like. Those long vinyl strips that you can wade your way through, that it's like rain but you're not getting wet. It's like it's hiding but it's not. You can kind of see through it. We like to create spaces that are small, covered, and constrained, and that actually aren't so friendly to tall people like adults, but really embracing for little kids. But also good sight lines for safety for everybody, and that it be beautiful, that it be something that has some reference to things that are familiar. Always for us there's a balance between familiar and novel, that things that if it's too novel, particularly for young kids, they'll be afraid of it. So they need some level of familiarity to be drawn in. But if it's completely familiar, they just walk away. It's boring. You know. So finding that balance is always both in the activities that the space is supporting and in its aesthetic.